The galaxy was quiet, but something new was rising on a small blue planet called Earth. For many years, alien empires had laughed at humans. They believed humans were slow, weak, and far behind in science. But humans were not what the galaxy thought. They were planning something powerful and secret, hidden deep under the mountains of northern Earth. Only a few leaders knew about it. They called it Project Thunderspear. Project Thunderspear was the most dangerous creation humans had ever built. It was not just a weapon. It was a message to any threat that tried to control or destroy Earth. At the center of the project was a massive railgun, so large that it stretched across an underground canyon. It was powered by magnetic fields and a new form of energy humans had discovered by accident: dark matter energy. Scientists still did not fully understand it, but they knew one thing. When combined with their railgun technology, it made the weapon powerful enough to break through anything. General Maya Carson stood in the control room, watching the railgun warm up. She had worked on the project for 10 years. She was calm, but inside, she knew this test would change the future of Earth. "Begin charging sequence," she said. Huge coils around the railgun lit up one by one. The ground shook softly. Monitors showed energy levels rising faster than expected. Engineers checked their screens again and again, making sure nothing would overload. Everyone knew that one mistake could destroy the entire facility. The target for the test was a massive asteroid far outside Earth's orbit. The asteroid was 3 kilometers wide. If the railgun worked, it would not just break the asteroid. It would erase it. The countdown began. 10 seconds. 9, 8. Engineers held their breath. 7, 6. The railgun hummed louder. 5, 4. A bright blue light formed inside the barrel. 3, 2, 1. Fire. For a moment, there was silence. Then a beam shot out from the railgun with incredible force. It moved faster than anything humans had ever made. The sensors struggled to follow it. Within seconds, the beam reached the asteroid. The asteroid did not explode. It did not break into pieces. Instead, it was cut perfectly in half. Both halves glowed with heat and then slowly turned into dust, floating quietly in space. The control room fell silent. Everyone stared at the screen, unable to speak. They had expected power. They had not expected this. General Carson whispered, "We are ready now." But while humans celebrated quietly, the galaxy did not. Alien sensor stations far from Earth detected the blast. Their machines screamed with warnings. Many species thought it was impossible. No species below level 5 technology could create such energy. But the energy had come from the Orion Arm, from human space. In the capital of the Tsar Dominion, alien leaders watched the same energy spike on their screens. Their eyes widened. One of them said, "This is not natural." Someone fired a superweapon. Another replied, "No known empire has such power." Then the room grew cold as the final report arrived. Origin: Earth. The galaxy had always believed humans were harmless. Now, with one test shot, humans had proven they were something else. Something powerful. Something the galaxy should fear. General Carson looked at the railgun again. She knew the aliens had seen the blast. She knew the galaxy would come for answers. But she also knew that humans were ready. For the first time in history, Earth did not feel small. Earth felt dangerous. The shock of the railgun test did not stay near Earth. It spread like a storm across the stars. Every long-range sensor, every listening post, and every alien patrol ship caught the same message: a massive energy burst from an unexpected location, the solar system. Most species had forgotten Earth. To them, humans were newcomers, weak and unimportant. But the energy reading did not lie. Something powerful had awakened. Inside the Valorian Senate, thousands of alien leaders stood frozen as the data replayed again and again on giant screens. A single railgun shot, fired by an unknown source, had vaporized a huge asteroid. It had cut through rock like fire through dry leaves. Scientists tried to explain it, but every explanation ended in confusion. The Valorian high scientist whispered, "No species below level 5 technology can create this weapon. Yet humans are only level 3. Fear spread fast. Across the galaxy, military fleets changed their patrol patterns. Vacancies active outet hidden protocols. Even a mighty Zarkan empire, known for its brutal strength, ordered its commanders to study Earth's weapon. For the first time in many cycles, powerful empires felt nervous. If humans could build something so dangerous in secret, what else were they hiding? Rumors grew into fear. Fear grew into panic. Some believed the humans had found an alien artifact. Others believed they had stolen advanced tech. A few whispered a darker theory. Maybe humans were evolving faster than anyone expected. One Zarkan commander said, "If humans can do this now, imagine what they will do in 1 century." While alien empires argued, the Galactic Peace Council demanded proof. They sent a scout ship, the Silver Wing, to secretly enter the solar system. The crew of the Silver Wing expected Earth to be slow and unaware. They believed they could scan the Railgun site and leave without being seen. They were wrong. Only moments after crossing Neptune's orbit, the scout ship received a message in clear English. "Unknown vessel, you have entered protected human space. Turn around." The alien captain froze. How did humans detect them so easily? Their ship was cloaked with the best stealth tech in the galaxy. No one could see them, except humans. The Silver Wing did not respond. The crew continued forward, hoping the message was a bluff. But seconds later, a bright blue beam locked onto their hull. It was not a weapon. It was a warning lock, a tracking signal that could destroy them if humans wanted to. Again, a message came. Final warning. Retreat now. The alien captain panicked. He ordered the ship to pull back. The crew trembled as they left the solar system. Once safely out of range, the captain sent only one report to the Galactic Peace Council. Do not enter human space again. This message caused chaos. Every empire called emergency meetings. The idea of humanity discovering enemy ships, detecting cloaked vessels, and firing planet-destroying railgun blasts frightened them deeply. Many leaders demanded a preemptive strike before humans became even stronger. Others believed attacking humans would bring destruction on their own worlds. Now the galaxy was split. Some wanted to destroy Earth. Some wanted to hide from Earth. Some wanted to make peace. But all agreed on one thing. The humans were no longer weak. Back on Earth, humanity knew the galaxy was watching. Project Thunderspear increased security. The Railgun team prepared for any attack. And Commander Elias Ward, leader of Earth Defense, said one powerful line during a secret meeting. "If they come for us, we will show them why the galaxy shook." The stage for a greater conflict was set. The galaxy held its breath. Humanity waited, and the next move would change everything. The galaxy was quiet, but the fear inside every alien council room was loud. Reports about the human railgun test were everywhere. Alien leaders stared at the sensor recordings again and again. Each time they watched the asteroid being cut in half, their fear grew stronger. The Zorith High Council was the first to call an emergency meeting. Their leader, Vorokan, spoke in a trembling voice. "Humans were not supposed to have this power," he said. "They were weak, gentle, and small, but now they hold the weapon of a level 6 empire." Across the galaxy, more councils met and argued. Some wanted peace with Earth. Some wanted to destroy Earth quickly. Some even wanted to hide from Earth forever. The Tauran Collective studied the railgun energy pattern. Their scientists whispered dark theories. The humans did not copy anyone. They said, they created this weapon by themselves. This truth shook everyone. A young species, barely a century in space, had made a weapon that scared ancient empires. In the middle of the fear, a silent decision was made. A small alien scout ship from the Varn Dominion entered the solar system. They believed humans were bluffing. They believed the railgun was slow and easy to avoid. But the humans detected the ship instantly. The scout was moving quietly behind Jupiter when a human drone appeared in front of it. The drone sent a simple message. "Leave our space now." The aliens panicked and ran. They did not fire a shot. They did not speak a word. They raced back to alien space with shaking hands. This moment spread fear faster than the railgun blast itself. The humans had perfect detection systems. The humans were watching everyone. The humans knew when a ship entered their borders. Every alien empire asked the same question. How did the humans grow so powerful so fast? Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said humans discovered ancient technology. Some said humans made a deal with a dark god. Some said Earth was protected by a secret guardian species. But the truth was simple. Humans were creative, brave, and desperate to survive. And that made them dangerous. The Galactic Union held the largest emergency meeting in 1,000 years. Thousands of representatives sat in a huge hall. The air was cold, heavy, and full of fear. A hologram of Earth floated in the center. Beside it was the terrifying image of the destroyed asteroid. One alien commander spoke with horror in his voice. A single shot did this. Imagine what they can do in a war. Silence filled the room. No one knew what to do. No one wanted to fight humans. But no one wanted to let humans grow stronger. In the end, they formed a secret plan. A coalition of powerful alien empires would gather their fleets near Jupiter. They would strike Earth before humanity completed the next version of the railgun. But none of them understood one thing. Humans already knew about the plan. They had intercepted alien messages days ago. Earth prepared for war long before the aliens even moved. The galaxy did not know it yet, but the first great HFY war was coming, and humanity was ready. The alien fleet reached the edge of the solar system like a rising shadow. Thousands of ships formed a wall of metal and fire. Their engines burned blue and red, and their weapons glowed with deadly energy. Every alien commander believed today would be the end of human resistance. For them, Earth was only a small world with a new weapon and too much confidence. For them, a single railgun could not save an entire species. They were wrong. Admiral Rhea Morgan stood inside the command center of the orbital defense ring. Her hands were steady, her eyes sharp, her voice calm. She watched enemy ships move on the screen like a giant storm heading toward Earth. She knew humanity was outnumbered. She knew no allies were coming. Still, she did not fear. Humans had survived worse things on their own planet. Now, they would survive the galaxy. Around her, human operators spoke quickly and clearly. Enemy fleet in attack formation. Shields powering up. Railgun capacitor at 80%. Every voice was focused. Every movement was precise. They knew one mistake could destroy Earth. Far beyond Earth, the alien coalition prepared their first strike. Commander Solkar of the Varkun Empire raised his clawed arm. He believed humans were arrogant. He believed their new weapon was a lucky invention. He believed destroying Earth would be easy. But even he felt a small fear in his chest. The memory of that first railgun test still haunted him. The asteroid sliced in half, the shockwave that crossed light years. No weapon should do that. No young species should have that power. Yet Solkar had orders. The galaxy wanted humans crushed. Fire, he commanded, and the war began. A rain of plasma torpedoes tore through space. Beams of burning light shot toward the solar system defense line. The first explosions hit the human shields. The impact shook the defense station like thunder. Screens flickered, alarms rang, and metal groaned under the pressure. But the shields held. Not perfectly, not easily, but they held. And for humans, that was enough. Admiral Rhea gave a single order. Prepare Thunder Spear 1. That was the name of the railgun. The weapon that made the galaxy afraid. The weapon that humans had created with hope, fear, and desperation. Energy flowed into the massive magnetic chambers. The huge rail lines glowed white as power built up. The entire station trembled under the charge. It felt like a giant breathing in before releasing a scream. The operators whispered short status updates. 90%, 95%, target locked. The air felt heavy with tension. The alien fleet kept firing. Human shields cracked and flickered. One smaller defense station exploded in a burst of fire. The aliens cheered, believing victory was near. But they had made a mistake. They were too close, too confident, too blind. Admiral Rhea raised her hand. Thunderspear 1 fire, and humanity answered the galaxy with light. The railgun shot exploded forward like a star being born. A massive spear of metal flew at impossible speed. It cut through space like a silent scream. It passed through alien shields as if they were mist. It tore straight through 12 alien warships in a single line. The metal melted, the engines shattered, and fireballs filled the dark vacuum. The alien fleet froze in shock. Even the commanders could not speak. No weapon in the galaxy had ever done this. No species had ever shown such raw power. Inside the alien flagship, Commander Solkar whispered a single thought. This is no young species. This is a rising empire. But the humans were not finished. The railgun began charging again. Human ships moved into formation. The war had just begun, and the galaxy finally understood the truth. Humanity was not fighting for victory. Humanity was fighting for survival. And a species fighting for survival is the most dangerous force in the universe. Humanity now faced the greatest danger in its history. The alien coalition had stopped talking, stopped threatening, and stopped warning. They were now ready to destroy Earth completely. No allies stood with humans. No other species came forward to help them. Humanity stood alone against a galaxy of enemies. But even in this darkness, the human spirit did not break. Every person on Earth understood the truth. If they lost this war, there would be no second chance, no future, no freedom. So the entire planet prepared to fight. In the command center beneath the Pacific Ocean, Commander Aaron Hayes looked at the battle map glowing above the long table. Red dots filled the star chart. Alien fleets were entering the solar system from multiple directions. Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and even the far Kuiper Belt. Never before had so many enemy ships entered human space. And yet, humans refused to run. They refused to surrender. They refused to kneel. Commander Hayes activated the global announcement channel. Her voice was calm, but carried the strength of 1,000 warriors. Humanity stands alone today, she said. But we stand strong, and we stand united. Across Earth, billions listened. Fear touched every heart, but courage soon followed. The railgun teams were ready. The weapon's long barrel expanded as energy surged through its magnetic coils. Its glow lit the entire chamber in blue and white light. Engineers checked the systems again and again. Failure was not allowed. This railgun was now the last shield of Earth. Meanwhile, in deep space near Saturn, a massive alien dreadnought approached. It was bigger than any ship humans had ever seen. Its hull was covered in dark armor that absorbed light. Its weapons could destroy a city with a single strike. The galaxy believed this dreadnought would crush human resistance. The alien commanders even called it the final judgment, but they did not understand the humans they were fighting. Inside Earth's flagship, the UNS Aurora, Captain Lin studied the data on her screen. She could see the dreadnought's path. It was moving straight toward Earth with unstoppable confidence. Her officers waited for her order. Some were nervous, but none were afraid. Captain Lin finally spoke. "We will not wait for them to reach Earth. We attack first." The crew nodded. Human courage burned brighter than fear. The railgun on the Aurora aligned with the target. Magnetic fields twisted into shape. A beam of energy hummed through the ship like a living heartbeat. Outside the window, stars shifted as the ship made a precise turn. Then came the moment. "Fire!" Captain Lin commanded. A bright flash cut across space. The railgun shot moved faster than anything the aliens had ever seen. It pierced the darkness like a spear made of sunlight. The shot hit the dreadnought directly. For 1 second, nothing happened. Then the alien ship erupted into a storm of fire and broken metal. Its shield shattered. Its weapons melted. The galaxy's strongest war machine split in half, drifting in flames. When the alien coalition saw this, panic spread through their fleet. They could not believe humans destroyed their strongest ship in a single strike. Admirals shouted orders. Ships tried to change formation, but fear spread faster than commands. Earth detected thousands of confused signals. Some alien ships demanded retreat. Some wanted to keep fighting, and some simply froze, unable to react. This confusion became humanity's advantage. Commander Hayes seized the moment. She ordered every railgun on Earth and every warship in orbit to fire at will. Blue streaks of light crossed the solar system like a rain of stars. Alien ships exploded one after another. Humanity's determination became their weapon. Their unity became their strength. And even though they stood alone, even though the galaxy wanted them gone, humans refused to fall. Their courage burned through the darkness. And the galaxy finally understood the truth. Humanity might stand alone, but they would never stand weak. They would never bow. They would fight until the last breath. And they would win, because this was Earth, this was humanity, and they were not done yet. The galaxy had changed, but not in the way anyone expected. After the destruction of the alien command fleet in Part 5, every major empire retreated into silence. No messages, no warnings, no threats. Only silence, cold and heavy, like something enormous was waiting in the dark. Humanity stood alone in that silence. For the first time in history, humans were not fighting to survive. They were fighting to stay calm. Earth's skies held tension like a storm. People walked the streets pretending life was normal, but every mind carried one question. What will the galaxy do next? The United Earth Command worked day and night inside the war chamber. Screens glowed with thousands of unknown signals. Strange power signatures appeared then vanished. Massive objects moved at the edge of the solar system, almost too faint to track. Something was coming, and whatever it was not small. General Reyes stood at the center of the room. His eyes were tired, but his voice stayed strong. Humanity will not kneel, he said. If the galaxy wants to test us, then let it come. But even he felt the weight of the unknown pressing closer. Far beyond Pluto, a dark shape drifted through the void. It was not a ship, at least not like anything humanity understood. It looked like a floating continent of black stone and metal. No lights, no engines, only a dead, drifting mass. But sensors showed one terrifying detail. It was alive. The object pulsed with slow, rhythmic energy like a heartbeat. Each pulse distorted space around it. Each pulse sent a wave of fear into the minds of alien watchers across the galaxy. And now it was drifting toward Earth. Ships from alien empires monitored from far away. They refused to enter human space after the Railgun attacks. But they sent messages between themselves. This thing is older than our empires. It wakes only when great wars rise. It destroys the strongest species first. Humanity did not know this ancient fear. They only knew something massive was approaching, something that ignored every attempt at communication, something that did not stop or change course. The Railgun deck prepared for full power. Engineers worked until their hands shook. The Railgun core glowed brighter than ever before, humming like a beast ready to roar. Captain Mira, the officer controlling the weapon, spoke quietly. If this thing comes any closer, we fire. But Reyes wasn't sure. This enemy was not like the others. It did not show hostility, did not attack, did not respond. It simply moved, slow, steady, unstoppable. Then, at the edge of Neptune, the object finally stopped. Its entire surface unfolded, like giant stone wings opening. Inside, thousands of red lights awakened. Not random, not chaotic. Eyes, millions of them, staring at the solar system, staring at Earth. The war chamber fell silent. Every human heartbeat paused. Every screen froze. Every soldier swallowed their fear. And then a voice filled the minds of every living being in the solar system. Deep, ancient, echoing through space like a whisper from the beginning of time. Humanity, Your strength wakes the old war. Are you the next conquerors of the stars? Reyes felt the weight of that voice shake his bones. Captain Mira gripped the railgun controls. Every human heard the same message. Every alien far away felt the same fear. Humanity had stood alone before. But this was different. This was not a fleet, not an empire, not a species. This was a force from before galaxies formed. A force that judged civilizations. A force that tested those who dared arise. And now, it had come for humanity. The final battle began with a silence that felt heavier than space itself. Across the galaxy, millions of eyes watched the solar system, waiting to see if humanity would rise or fall. Every alien empire had sent its strongest ships, its brightest commanders, and its most dangerous weapons. But even with all their power, fear lived in their hearts because they knew humanity had one thing no species could measure: willpower. The humans stood alone. No allies, no support, no backup fleets. Only Earth, Mars, the moon bases, and the silent railgun towers ready to fire. Admiral Rhea stood on the command deck of the battleship Dawnlight, her eyes sharp as steel. She knew this day would decide the future of humanity. Either humans would be free forever, or they would vanish from the universe. The enemy fleet approached Saturn like a black storm. Colossal dreadnoughts covered in alien symbols. Bioships from insectoid empires. Crystal carriers shining with deadly energy. And the Titan of the Void, the largest warship in galactic history, leading them all. The Titan of the Void opened a channel. Its commander, a tall creature with silver skin and eyes like cold fire, spoke in a deep voice. Humanity, surrender now and your world will be spared. But Admiral Rhea did not even blink. She answered with steady calm. Humanity does not kneel. The channel closed, and every human soldier felt a surge of pride. The alien armada spread into attack formation. Thousands of beams lit the darkness, firing toward the human defense line. Energy waves shook the space around Saturn. But the humans were ready. Railgun towers turned, locked, and charged with burning blue light. The Dawnlight's captain shouted the words every human had been waiting for. Fire the railguns. The first railgun shot left a glowing trail across the battlefield. It hit a crystal carrier, splitting it into two pieces like fragile glass. The second shot pierced a bioship, leaving a massive hole through its living armor. The third shot flew so fast that several alien ships did not even see it before they exploded. But the enemy did not stop. Their massive dreadnoughts pushed forward. Their shields glowed, absorbing shock after shock. Then the Titan of the Void fired its main weapon. A giant, dark energy beam rushed forward like a black river. It hit the human defense line, throwing ships aside and shaking entire sectors. For a moment, everything seemed lost. Alarms screamed, ships burned, and the Dawnlight took heavy damage. But humans did not step back. Even in fire, even in danger, even when death touched their doors, they stood and fought. Admiral Rhea raised her voice through the comms. Humanity, listen to me. This galaxy never believed in us. They called us weak, they called us small. But today, we show them who we truly are. Stand your ground. Her words filled every human heart with strength. The railguns charged again, now brighter than before. The final energy core reached maximum power. The engineers shouted over the noise. Admiral, this will be the strongest shot ever fired. It can destroy the Titan of the Void, but it may break the cannon too. Rhea did not hesitate. Do it. The railgun fired. The shockwave spread across space like a roaring star. The shot hit the Titan of the Void directly through its heart. For a moment, the giant ship stayed still. Then, a second later, it exploded in a storm of light that covered half the battlefield. The alien fleet froze in fear. Their leader was gone, their strongest ship destroyed, and humanity still stood. Slowly, one by one, alien ships turned away. The retreat began. The war was over. The galaxy watched in silence as the humans claimed victory. A victory earned not by numbers, not by power, but by courage. Admiral Rhea stood tall as the dawnlight drifted among the stars. Her voice echoed across Earth, Mars, and all human colonies. Remember this day? Humanity stood alone, and humanity won. The galaxy would never forget it.